What's up, Philadelphia sports fans? I am Anthony Pinto, coming to you live pre-game, Game 2, Philadelphia Phillies, Atlanta Braves. Phillies up 1-0. Last time we talked, it was before the Cardinals series. What did I say? I said Phillies going to take this in 2 or they're going to lose it in 3. Phillies took it in 2. By the way, it's an unbuttoned shirt day for Nikki C. It's an unbuttoned jersey day for Nikki C. I also said, and I'm not saying I predicted any of this, but I said for Nick Castellanos, a powerful postseason erases the entire regular season. Yesterday's game was a start of that. No, by the way, I did not mute my phone. So we got about a half hour to go. We're gonna be riding this train right on into the Phillies game. So everything's on the table tonight. Game 1, the Cardinals series. We got Eagles to talk because, by the way, the Eagles are 5-0. Only thing that I will not accept is Flyers talk today. They are a dead team. We can even get a little bit of Sixers talk in if we have to. So everything is on the table. Obviously, the excitement, it's a different type of show when it's pre-game, especially when it's Red October. If needed, I'll be there Game 4. I know Joe Heston, if he's in chat, I know he's going to Game 3. My co-host Keith, he'll be at Game 3. So War Room Philly will be representing for Red October, and I'm very excited for that. But first things first, it's Game 2. It's tonight. It's now at 7:30. That's why we're coming to you pre-game instead of post-game. So tonight, it's a big one. Zach Wheeler on the mound. Zach Wheeler dominates the Braves. So that, you have to have that right off the bat. You have to be feeling good about that. So you have Zach Wheeler versus Kyle Wright. And look, anyone from the Braves starting rotation is going to be a tough task. But the fact of the matter is Zach Wheeler has dominated the Braves throughout the year. He's looked great in his first career postseason start. Joe Hunter, what up, Pops? Yeah, it's a fun time right now as far as everything. Let's go. Got it. What's up, Murph? Got our night game. Yeah, it's true. I would have liked my Friday to be the night game for selfish reasons. But I guess I'm just gonna be the guy at some person whose wedding. I have a wedding to go to Friday. I don't really know this person, so I'm gonna just. Here's the Bluetooth buds. I'll have one in one ear, and I'm just gonna be watching. I'll get to enjoy my 90 hertz phone. Matter of fact, the only Flyers. This is the only representation of the Flyers. The reason why I drink. Eagles, Phillies, Union. Hey, let's not forget about the Sixers. But yes, Union are looking great. Can't deny that. Sixers coming up. Tip-off 1 week away from tip-off. And I'm excited for this Sixers season. Tonight's not a Sixers show, but I'm excited for this season. But more importantly, tonight, Game 2, let me pull up the starting lineup. I saw it earlier. I know I saw it earlier on Facebook, but now. So it looks like tonight for the Phillies, and we can look together, I suppose. Tonight for the Phillies, we got Kyle Schwarber leading off, Rhys Hoskins 2, JT Realmuto 3, Bryce Harper 4, Castellanos 5, Bones 6, Brandon Marsh in 7th, Segura 8th, Bryson Stott back in the lineup at 9th. I like to see Stott back, although that's a tough choice. And this is why managers look. Rob Thompson, man, he is earning his keep because he knew exactly when to press the Sosa button. And it's like he's just hitting it on all fronts. And just to show you while I talk, you can at least see what Atlanta is going to be bringing out. Rob Thompson's really, he's seemingly done a very good job in all of his managerial decisions in this postseason. He's seemingly known when to take the starters out, and even leaving Eflin in to get those final 2 outs. He's piecing together a bullpen that's tough. As far as Eflin goes, I think if you have a 4-run lead, he's still the guy that starts the 9th. It's tough though, because if you have Sir Anthony Dominguez, for me, my closer is Sir Anthony Dominguez, but I mean that, and I usually don't go the new school route, but I actually mean the closer in more of the new school way, where I mean it more for. I just realized I don't have. More so for, I'm going to use Sir Anthony Dominguez against the heart of Atlanta's lineup. And if that happens to be in the 8th inning, that's when I'll use it. The difficulty with that then is if Eflin moves into trouble, who do you go in behind him? And that's where it's tough right now. Because depending on the game, I mean, you're going to be putting out your best guys. So I know everyone wants to just be like, oh, well, Eflin can't close, but it's it's hard to wait on when to put Sir Anthony Dominguez out there. So it's tough right now as far as, Thompson's, decisions to go with Robertson being out is obviously thrown a huge monkey wrench into the plans for this series. So with that, it's, I ride the ship. I don't really press the panic button quite yet. So we'll we'll take it game by game. Oh, what up, Sam? We got Sam in chat too. You love it. Shout out to the We Podcast and We Know Things. Yeah, Robertson getting hurt. I mean, you love to see that they're into the games. Just got to stretch in between innings now. No, that's really unfortunate. Especially Robertson, a guy that really wants to prove it for the Phillies, to show that he, to show what he can do given his first stint here. So it's a huge blow, and the Phillies are just going to have to deal with it. Again, I don't really change too much up, but it did, Sir Anthony showed you that he's got it back yesterday. So you got confidence in him, and he's available tonight. So I think he needed to prove it in the situation that he did yesterday. 2 very good innings, 2 very needed innings in a big spot. I think with the stuff that he had, that's the Sir Anthony that we can trust in the late innings of the games. Hand is another one that I would say, you could use him, but you saw you kind of needed him earlier in the game yesterday. So it's gonna be a fun one tonight. The fact that it's a night game is kind of nice too, because I was a little worried. Had the weather been fine today, one big thing I took from yesterday's game was the Braves got those runs late in the game, which really only mattered, as far as the start time of this game. It's harder to hit with those shadows, and the Braves did it during the shadows, and now they're not going to have to deal with that. They might have to deal with some rain, but hopefully we can get this game in clean. That's the big one, is just to get this game in clean. You don't want to waste a Wheeler outing. Spin team, though, if Wheeler's outing does get disrupted, it probably just means he can get out there quicker. But let's hope to not get to that point. Let's hope that MLB saw a pocket, and they're going to get this game in that pocket. But yeah, it's this game can't come quick enough. Although, we have a full show to talk about, and while all eyes are on the Phillies, we can talk Eagles Cardinals, Phillies Cardinals. But I do want to get a little, and Eagles Dallas. We got Eagles Cowboys coming up. It's the whole show tonight. Kind of squeezed into right before a pregame show, which is a bit tough. But hey, at least as far as the Eagles goes, it seems like you're going to get Cooper Rush. You're going to get a home game, and it's a night game. It's going to be prime time. The Eagles seem to be, rolling, but not perfect. And it's almost a good, obviously it's a good position to be in, duh. But with this mentality, it feels like they don't sniff themselves, and they just always seem to be looking for and aware of the room for improvement that we see during these games. This game in particular, for me to diagnose, it was a little tough. I had two people that are currently in chat were over the house, and we were playing a little bit of cards during the game. It was cards while watching the cards. It was, as far as what I was paying attention to, it just seemed like the Eagles were kind of taking what they were given what the defense was giving them. AJ Brown didn't necessarily have the lights out game, but you need to come on. Wait. You needed to come on later and wait, and damn, no invite for me. That's whack. I thought you have us on. Don't you got us on notifications by now, Joe? Should have us on no notifications. You're only a little late. You should, if anything, you can go to the follow settings on Facebook and get notifications on Facebook. Oh, this Sunday. You need to come on late. Maybe we can hop on Sunday. We'll see. Oh, you mean go to the game? Sunday? I won't be there. I'm sorry, Joe. I got very confused from your comments. Yes, but I agree. I agree. Two separate. Yeah, it'll happen though. I agree. Next time. If you're at the game Saturday, we'll try to meet up. But yeah, one day. Used to the 8 p.m. shows. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said. Well, tonight there was no way we were gonna go. So the game plan for tonight was to do 8 because we thought we were gonna be a post-game show tonight. Instead, we're a pre-game show. So we threw a bit of an audible, and again, that's why you got to keep notifications on Twitch. Follow us, give us the and if you want to throw us a sub, by all means, we take those. Spent a lot of money on concert tickets today. I wouldn't mind seeing a Twitch check come in sometime sooner rather than later. Shout out to Blink-182 and the Dead and Company, who stole all of my money, and Ticketmaster. I had a hangout the other day and didn't get invited. I got you. So the two people in chat are longtime friends. Just to get the story straight, Joe. So I'm not just inviting random members of chat over. Although you're still right. You're still correct in that. So yeah, in fact, I just realized I got the chat. I'm gonna move the chat box. It might look awkward, but it feels like it's just covering me right now. So we'll do this, and we'll move it so that it doesn't block the Eagles thing. Got your Blink tickets, or are you going to Hershey or AC? I'm going to Hershey. Going to Hershey. We've known each other. That's true. That's true, Joe. When you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Where are the Blink tickets for? I know Hershey. Same. I'm in bleachers 25. Where are you sitting? I'm in bleachers 25. Got to go Tom's side. And it's been a pretty good week. Pretty good week right now. To be in my shoes, and not to boast, but the Eagles are 5-0. These are all Philadelphians. All Philadelphians are happy about these things, but the Eagles are 5-0. The Phillies are still playing baseball, and it's October 12th. Let alone the way that they're playing baseball is electric. I got Blink-182 and Dead tickets today. So yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse. And yeah, Blink-182. I saw them at Hershey in 2011 from their first on hiatus. So it's totally full circle that the first time that I'm seeing them at Hershey again, after the second hiatus, if you will. But yeah, I as far as this weekend goes with the Eagles, I like the matchup. I think they're going to split with Dallas this year. It's easy to say, oh, they're going to win this one and they'll lose the one in Dallas. But I don't know. With the way things go, I wouldn't necessarily be shocked if Dallas wins this game. I just hope it's not in an ugly fashion. But nothing seems to faze this Eagles team, and they don't seem to be stunned by the moment or anything, and they're just always looking forward. So it would be kind of shocking for them to drop this one, but Dallas is a good team, and I've said that all year. I'm pretty sure I picked Dallas to win the division, in fact. It's a tough spot, and it's do you sacrifice this one so then you can win on on Christmas or Christmas Eve? Because you're gonna split them. I firmly believe that. So who knows? But it feels like Dallas, they're at least giving the Eagles a shot because Cooper Rush is going to be the starter, and Dak Prescott is the obvious better choice of the two. So you have that. You're going into the bye, though. I hope that the Eagles don't start looking into that. I think if anything, we were kind of worried that they would look ahead to Dallas. So if they do lose this one, it'll probably be because of Dallas's defense, and they'll make it an ugly game, ugly low-scoring game. But I wouldn't say Joe, if you don't have faith, that's look, the schedule just kind of works its way out, and the Eagles, it's really unlikely that they're going to go undefeated, right? So maybe this is one of the ones that they drop. Maybe Dallas, dare I say, wants it more right now. Dallas tends to lose games in December and wins them now. So that's another reason why I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. They win, and everyone who has that fan that they don't like, who's a Dallas Cowboys fan, they'll be annoyed by him. But we'll get them back at the end of the season if they do take this one. I don't know that they do. Just, kind of moving forward, if you got bomb player predictions, and by all means, if you want to make a bomb player Phillies prediction, you can get one for each team if you want. But bomb player predictions, we got to move a little bit faster. It is a hard, like, 7:25 cutoff tonight. No later than 7:30. I know that there's dinner being delivered to my house at some point, hopefully while I'm on these waves. I want to eat. I want to watch the Phillies, just like all of you. Continue to put on the buzz, the pregame buzz. This is the first game that I've got to drink during because they've all been during the damn day while I'm at work. So we're going to put a little toast on for tonight, just a little. But we got the lemon drops flowing tonight. We got the lemon drops flowing. It is not going to be a one-night drink. Or a one-drink night. See? Got it on strong setting. Yeah, Dallas line. You know me. I don't know anything about how to read lines, but I know you do. It's look, Monday I will be pissed off, and Sunday night even more, but Phillies are going to play the Dodgers. That's all that does. That just makes it hit the table, Joe. Man, another look. See, the thing about Philly, if we get a Phillies-Dodgers CS, it's happening. Because Phillies-Dodgers CSs only happen when we go to the World Series. But that's a tough team. I'm not writing the Braves off though. I like speaking positivity into existence, but right now, even asked Keith. Keith bought tickets to Game 3, and he was like, do you want in? He was buying them while the Phillies-Cardinals series was going on. I was like, I can't talk about next series. I can't do that. I can't buy tickets to next series before this one is clinched because I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. And I couldn't do it. Now, thankfully, I did get Game 4 tickets, face value, for Saturday. They're all the way up. I'm never going to see my seats. It's an Ashburn Alley night for me. Or I guess afternoon. But, yeah, I lucked out, and 1:05 in the morning, I did get, Game 4 tickets. So, I hope to not need them. I wouldn't mind getting, after all the money I spent at Ticketmaster today, I wouldn't mind getting a refund, or better yet, I don't know, I didn't even think about this. Maybe they credit it over to the next series. Hey, that'd be sweet if I get CS tickets all of a sudden. But I would not mind a refund, albeit very cheap ticket. Given that it's, I know what the value is, and I'm tempted to put them on the secondary market. But so here's to me, as someone who owns tickets, that we can look at StubHub real quick, and this can be a total derailment of what should be a quick show. But we can look, and I shouldn't even do this, but yeah, $212 a ticket. So I could be making myself a pretty good premium on the come up through StubHub for my $65 tickets. But to me, the memory is worth more than making, a couple $100. Especially because it would be Jamie's first. It would only be my second or third playoff. I think I only have seen one playoff game ever. Because I would remember it, right? And even though the college years got foggy, I remember all of the I saw Cliff Lee pitch against the Colorado Rockies, and I remember I saw it with Ryan Flavel. If Greg is watching this live or on demand, I remember who I saw it with. In fact, and Flavel, it was one of those things where I got last minute tickets. Then the person who gave me the last minute tickets bailed. He was like, I now can't even go. So then I needed to just scramble, and I got them with at the time a very good work buddy. And now I say the name. I might have to reach out to the guy. Got my mom and I a ticket. Yeah, there you go, Joe. You love to see it. So, yeah, it's for me to wrap up that speech. It's worth more to have the memory. At For me to pay 138 after fees, knowing that, like, I will take that price. That, to me, that memory is invaluable. So I will pay $138 to make a memory over, if I sell them for $225 a pop, it makes me a couple hundred. And I spend that couple hundred, in a week, and it's forgotten. So I take that memory. So yeah, and I would be taking my girlfriend to her first playoff game, and it could be a clincher. It's gonna be let's speak it into existence. If there's a game 4, it's gonna be a clincher, and it's gonna be a clincher in the Phillies' favor. So positive vibes in chat tonight. I love it. Although, I guess not so much for this Sunday on the Eagles as far as Joe goes, but you having a hunch that they might lose is by far your least negative of negative moments. I can kind of, here's the thing. We're from Philadelphia, right? Things just feel like they're going too well, and we're not used to that. So it's like, I honestly think this is how, where we're like, well, the Eagles are probably going to lose because in my heart of hearts, I need the Phillies to win. So we're like, we will sacrifice. And I said this on my last show about the Cardinals. I was like, I will sacrifice an Eagles loss for a Phillies series win. And I guess I still say that. If the sports gods are, I don't want to have to offer a sacrifice at the altar, but if the Cowboys winning in October means that it means that the Phillies are winning in October, and it probably means that the Eagles are winning against the Cowboys in December, I take it. And I honestly think that, Joe, I feel like your conclusions probably came up, you probably got down that road in the same way, one way or another. Phillies win and Union win and Eagles lose. See, that's not a sweep. You say sweep, but then I thought the other Joe was going to bring the positivity. But both of the Joes feeling L. And again, it just feels so Dallas Cowboys to come in and ruin the Eagles. Like, the Dallas Cowboys, they're the regular season superstars. More importantly, they're the first half superstars. So it just feels like, it just feels so atypical of the Cowboys. More important, or like more in particular for that Cowboys fan in our lives to just be annoyed. Oh, Cooper Rush. Like, they're gonna be just relentless. Like, and then in December we can just they'll be in the mouse hole. You'll be like, wait, yeah, you man. They'll be gone. $7:21. We got about 5 minutes left. Holy crap! It just got real fast. I was all loose into the show, feeling the first drink. All right, chat. Bomb player of the week for both teams. We got to start wrapping up. Cockroaches. That's the only Eskin term I enjoy. Only Eskin term I enjoy. That's probably the one contribution to Philadelphia sports that's positive for him. They are cockroaches. You turn the lights on and they scatter. But yeah, bomb players. I didn't think about this one. I got to be honest, and I don't know that I'm gonna do a pregame show, so I'm gonna give one tonight. Bomb player. I'm feeling defense. I'm feeling like this is gonna be kind of another, it's going to feel a lot like this Cardinals game, where it's going to be like a 20-17, something like that. Hey, shout out to Dicker the Kicker, by the way, which I can't make my fantasy team. I picked up Cameron Dicker just to switch my team name to Kicker the Dicker, or Dicker the Kicker, and the dude's last name is banned. Keep in mind, My last team name was Gay Young Hose. Also, I name my teams after kickers. Sometimes after multiple kickers. Somehow Gay Young Hose was fine. Pretty offensive. I might get a Twitch ban for this. But Dicker the Kicker is not okay. So I went with Big Kick Cameron. Got me the W. We're on a 2-game winning streak. 2-3. We're still alive. Final thoughts, though. Bomb player of the week for the Phillies tonight. Wheeler. 7 strong. What up, Greg? Ouch. What did I say that's ouch? I screwed up. What did I do? We got Greg in chat, though. This is beautiful. We got Murph, Greg, Sam. We got all the boys. $10.20 at 8. Are we talking Union in chat? Okay. As long as the ouch isn't anything that I did. Oh, now that fantasy team. Hey, the gay young. What about Big Kick? Yeah, that's why I figured maybe the name was a bit much, and that's why there was so much negative. Although when I switched it to that last season, I went on my hot streak. But we went to Big Kick Cameron now. Big Kick Cameron. But yeah, let's get this W. Bomb player. Both sides, I'm going defense. For the Eagles, or for the Phillies, I got Wheeler tonight. I think Wheeler goes 7 strong. I don't think you're going to see like a Doc-esque outing like we had out of Wheeler last time. But I think we see 7 strong. He knows the assignment. Zach Wheeler understands the assignment. He knows what's going through the bullpen. He understands it, and he's going to give you 7 strong, 1-2 runs. It's going to be up to the offense to provide him that extra pop there to just get over that hump. As far as Eagles go, I'm going to go... Who do I want to go? I'm thinking second. I'm going to go with... Hi, Greg, I just saw your Facebook message. No, actually, I'll be doing a show right now. I think you found out, though. 3-1 Braves tonight. God, I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, see, we don't do... I ain't touching a prediction. I'm not touching a prediction. But yes, I hope you're wrong, too. I also name after... Yeah, name a kicker. That's right, yeah. I remember the sluts names. That's been going on for a while. Let me see something. So, I'm going to go CJ Gardner-Johnson as my bomb player of the week. I'm feeling someone in the secondary. Honestly, it was between Bradbury and he. Bradbury kind of already had his game, though. So I feel like I missed it on Bradbury. I think defense is going to force turnovers. And I think that CJ, maybe it's his time this week. Slay, bomb player. Slay, honest to God, would be my bomb player pick every week if I could. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked Slay against Detroit. So I got to give at least until after the bye week for Slay. Yeah, I picked Slay against Detroit, and that was the one that probably, if anything, Bradbury was the one. But yeah, Slay could be it. Slay's a good pick. This feels... So when I picked CJ Gardner-Johnson, this feels very similar to 2 weeks ago. I picked... It was the rain game against Jacksonville. I couldn't pick Sanders because I picked Sanders week 1. I even accidentally said Miles Sanders as my bomb player pick. But I ultimately went with Kenny Gainwell because Boston Scott was out to that game. Gainwell did get a touchdown that game, but I said Gainwell would unlock Fat Batman. He did not. He didn't get it on the screen pass, so he wasn't the bomb player. But this feels like I wanted to pick Miles Sanders that game because it was the rain, but I couldn't do it. This kind of feels like that where I low-key want to pick Darius Slay, but I'm going with C.J. Gardner-Johnson instead. Hurts those. Dallas has a good defense. I could see Hurts having 2 turnovers. I don't know about 2 picks, man. He seems locked in. Maybe this is his down to earth game. Who knows? I would hate to throw an ugly stinker prime time against Dallas. I don't know that they do that. Maybe I'm just feeling it a little bit, but I agree. Hurts it's the biggest thing that has attracted me to Jalen Hurts. Going back to his college career, he's a playmaking game manager, which sounds contradictory, but he takes what the defense gives him. Like, someone at work today, or it was yesterday, asked me, why didn't the Eagles, he was like, the Eagles didn't, felt like they didn't go deep. And my honest to God answer was, hey, look, I was playing cards while the game was going on, so I wasn't like as locked in as I would have liked to be. In fact, my fellow combatants can tell you I was going all in. I was trying to lose as fast as possible once the Eagles game started, but I didn't get out until quite some time in. But the thing that attracts me about Hurts is he kind of takes what the defense gives you. So without like going back and like really looking at it and, hey, chat, you're smart enough, correct me if I'm wrong. I would have just said that they were probably playing back. The Eagles have been showing the big play capability lately. I said they probably were playing back, and that's why the Eagles, what I did see was a lot of screen passes, specifically to Dallas Goedert. It also could have been built into the game plan that, hey, we want to go Dallas Goedert because we know who 86 is across the sidelines, and it was important for Goedert to have a big game. All right, with that, it's 7:30. I got to go. Chat, thank you guys all for tuning in. We gave the bomb players, again, hard 7:30, Pat. I should have been off 5 minutes ago. I just realized the time. Oh, man, this has been so much fun, though. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Facebook.com/WarRoomPhilly. Turn notifications on, especially for Go Live. We will try our hardest to go live before Sunday night's game. I don't know the status on any of us as far as if we can go. As far as the Phillies go, again, I don't know what we'll be doing pre-games or anything, but please, Facebook.com/WarRoomPhilly. And if you can, drop a sub to this channel. Yeah, all I can say is go Phillies, go Eagles. With that, we are out of here.